Hi, Josh. We're back with some more vanilla Minecraft. We're starting over here near the desert today because I realized just a minute ago how fucking cool this place looks when you're flying up on approach from this direction. Look how imposing this place looks. I'm really happy with how this turned out last episode. We have a little bit of progress that I made between episodes. I told you I was going to finish the interior of that, and I was going to work on this place down here. Clearly, I have not done anything with this entrance yet, but that is going to wait until we have our village infrastructure set up over here, until we have structures. And I will build a little bit of a masking structure somewhere in this area to hide the entrance to this zombie spawner. But the inside of it has made a lot of progress. From here, once again, it doesn't look like much, and that's because I do want to wait until we have an official entrance before I do any other work up here. But the inside of it is all worked up and ready to go. I've denoted the squares where I can stand, where it will activate both spawners. You'll notice once again that there are not a whole lot of those, because I tried to make this as low down in the world as I could and still activate them. I can stand in any of these 4 squares and activate both spawners. We can't see them anymore because I've walled it up to keep them dark. But they are active, they are spawning, and we have zombies coming through the pipes. They will still come in here, and we will still have to kill them by hand. I have yet to set up the switcher between automatic and manual. But that's okay. I think I can put it right here, and there's plenty of room to work with that. This is our storage system. I have all the rotten flesh that we collected during the construction all stashed away in here, and I have a little bit of flesh in each of these because I had to test the filters. All of our filtering systems are set up back here, the same as they have been in every other auto filter we've set up, and I still have to clean up a bit of my mess. This place is set up for anything that this could possibly generate. All of this along here is zombie flesh, right through here. Over here, we can filter out a little bit of the iron that we get. We can filter out carrots and potatoes, and then here is literally everything else. All of the armor and tools and weapons that they could be carrying, chicken feathers and raw chicken from the little baby zombie Vern chicken riders that we get, and we can just come in here and swipe away. And as you can see from my experience level, I have been testing this. So this is done. It's all set up, and it is filtering flesh and all of the other drops that we can get from zombies. I don't think I'm going to do anything else down here. I wanted to leave a back door to the back area back here, and I wanted to leave a little bit of scaffolding so we can get up here. But also we can get up here from back here. So we have access to the inner workings, all but the actual spawner areas, which we should never ever need to go back to. But if we need to, we can just bust through the wall. As for this place, I have made partial progress on the interior. Why don't we come check it out? This is the Mesa Monastery. What do you think? We've got some shattered savanna floating on here on the back wall. We've got our trees along this wall. We've got a beautiful cloudy sky. And we've got some of the other things that villagers might worship. We've got a beacon, we've got an iron golem. I tried to use as many materials as these villagers would have ready access to as I possibly could. We have we have the ultimate villager worship item. I'm ridiculously proud of this little guy. I just thought, like, what would villagers worship? Like, they live in a mesa, so they've got shattered savanna. They've got their mesa trees, their acacia. They've got a beacon made out of emeralds. They're all about emeralds, right? They've got their iron golem, their protectors. And then they've got the totem. So I tried to make myself a little altar. I figured out what the word was. It's altar. We've got this all set up over here. I tried to just recall memories from my childhood, and I remember there being a thing with like a weird like tapestry carpet thing laid over it, and I just tried to, like, you know, there's some seats over here on the side. I need to put lecterns here. I feel like that's where a preacher would stand and lecture, you know, at a lectern. This place is very well lit. There will, as far as I can tell, I've tried to walk around with the F3 screen on and check all the light levels. I don't believe there are any dark places in this entire place. I've used sea lanterns under the floors in a few places. I've used sea lanterns in the ceiling, all along the sky, outside of the clouds. This is capped off with the wool, so there is kind of an upstairs, almost like a little loft area in between this carpet and the domed ceiling. And that also is well enough lit that there should never be anything spawning up there. I see an area right here, kind of, in each of these sections where I'm a little bit concerned, but as far as I can tell, it should be safe. This right here is the kind of sneaky back entrance, and I am ashamed to report that there is nothing going on back here. I have not made any progress, and I don't expect to make any progress before the end of this episode, because we have to move on to another project. So I will get to this eventually, and I will breed up villagers for it eventually, and we will get it all decorated and set up for massive zombie flesh trading. But that is not what we are going to focus on today. What I would like to focus on today is a little something that popped up on the hill over here while I wasn't looking. Let's go over there and check it out. I'm not sure what's going on here, but there is a book that we should probably check out. Adventure awaits. Untapped resources have been discovered to the east. We've never really gone too much to the east, have we? Seek the old road beyond the jungle fringe. Follow it through the desert. An outpost has been established at the end of the road. Beware, venture no farther than the outpost, for villains abound in this new land. That's interesting. I guess, that's the jungle, and that looks like an old road. So let's go check this out. And this road really winds its way through the desert. I didn't realize that there was so much desert over here. I guess this is where I could have gotten all my sand before, huh? It's getting a little harder to track now that it's on grass, but what is this? What is that? Oh my god. Is that copper? Is that deep slate? Oh shit, villains. I understand the warning about venturing no farther than the out, but oh my god! Welcome, brave adventurer, to a world full of new wonders. Venture no further east, for beyond this place lies dangerous villains. Find your way below, however, and you shall be rewarded. Oh, there's an entire... Is this a mine shaft? What's going on down here? This is beautiful. That is absolutely deep slate. Ooh, and tough. Look, the ores look different. All right, confession time. I updated the game to 1.17. So we are ready to mine all of the new materials and all of the new ores and all of the copper. This took a long time, and I decided that I didn't just want to hop on camera and say, hey, we updated the game, let's go get some new stuff. I tried to have a little fun with it, and I hope that wasn't too cheesy. But I put so much work into getting this damn game updated and trimming the world so that we didn't have to venture 10,000 blocks to find new stuff. So I spent hours pruning regions of the world that we didn't need anymore because we'd never spent any time in them. They were just things that I had very briefly either flown over or walked over or boated over. And here we are, only about 500 blocks to the east. And I decided to chop regions out of the world and let it regenerate. And this regenerated. I'm pretty positive that wasn't there before. There's also, I don't know if you can see it, a desert temple and one of those broken nether things, the nether outcrops or whatever they're called. There's all sorts of stuff around here, and We've got access to all of the new materials now. This is just past the border of what I didn't prune. So if we just extend mine shafts north and south and maybe even east, we can get all sorts of new stuff like copper and deep slate and tuff. And I'm going to be seeking out those geodes so that we can get some of the other like calcite and whatnot. So I'm going to spend a pretty significant time off camera just mining. And I'm going to gather all sorts of new materials that we can build with. I will check in from time to time, and we can see what we find. Let's get digging. I've been making my way through some mines that I came across, and I found this. And I'm pretty sure I know what's behind it. But I figured... Oh, hell yes! I just wanted to get this on camera because it's our first geode. So, you know, I haven't made a lot of progress. I've just been gathering materials, but finding this is kind of a big deal, at least in my mind. And we are just about out of torches, so I'm glad that we found this now. Hello. I'm very excited about these. We can decorate with them, but more importantly, we can turn them into these. Amethyst shards. And with amethyst shards, we can make tinted glass. And I don't know if you've seen any other tinted glass stuff, but you can use it to block sunlight from mobs, which means that we can open windows into our spawners now. We can see what's going on. So I'm going to be collecting all of this that I can. And I love just the magical feeling of walking around on this amethyst. I don't know if you can hear it. It's musical and magical and beautiful. I have taken all that I can possibly take from this place. All that's left now is the bits of amethyst where the crystals grow. And I can come back here and just spend some time hanging out, let the crystals grow, and then harvest them. And there are a shocking number of budding amethysts here. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I really did not think there were going to be that many in a single geode. But here we go. And that's how we get the... Oh, right. I switched to my Silk Touch. There we go. That's how we get the crystals. The shards. And I think... No, you can't plant them. Okay. We've got plenty of shards in here. I found a little bit of glow lichen. We've got some really cool deep slate ores. This little guy fell out of the zombie spawner when I first upgraded to 117. I scared the life out of me. I thought it was a baby zombie that had somehow gotten out, and he was just flopping around the floor. I had to grab him with a bucket of water real quick. I love the textures of the new deep slate ores. They're so great. I found a skeleton spawner while I was caving. And here's all of the materials that we gathered from this geode. And some tuff that I picked up along the way. There is so much calcite and smooth basalt. It's so great. And a whole bunch of amethyst. We are going to have some really amazing options for buildings now. Our palette has really expanded. And I'm incredibly excited about that. I am going to continue caving for a while, and I actually need to go back home and pick up some more shulker boxes because we're running out of room already. I'll give you an update in a while. This area up here was already getting a little bit crowded, and so I'm glad that I future-proofed, because we have immediately filled up this section of chests with the new stuff. I've got all of the amethyst over here, both the blocks and the crystals. I'm leaving extra room because I fully expect to find more of these and fully exploit them. We've also likewise got the smooth basalt and calcite over here with plenty of extra room for expansion. And then I figured I would put all the deep slate and tuff over here, and we will probably fill that up just like we're filling up the stone sections over here with cobble and actual stone. I've also tried to shuffle around our ores a little bit. So we've got our coal in here just like we always have, with a little bit more room for the deep slate ore. We've got copper in this one, and then I kind of smushed the diamond and netherite together. There are so many types of ore that we can get for gold now that it deserves its own double chest for sure. Now we can get raw iron, and deep slate iron, so that's adding to that chest. I mushed together the lapis and the emerald because I feel like those are the ones that we will get the least of. And we've added deep slate redstone ore to this chest. So we're still looking pretty good on storage because we still have a whole lot of room up here. And who knows what else will be added in the future, right? Okay, little change of pace. I decided to go out treasure hunting because I had all of these maps left over from raiding past shipwrecks. And I wanted to go out and look for more shipwrecks because there's one specific thing in the game as of right now that you can only get from shipwrecks. And so I've been out, like, that's just a bunch of blocks that I've been picking up, but I've been out treasure hunting for quite a while. I've picked up a lot of stuff. I found some drowned ruins, I found some shipwrecks, I found a whole lot of treasures. Whole lot of treasures. And I was looking for, let's see, check my inventory. This is the very last buried treasure map that I have. I'm on my very last one, and I happened to see this while I was on my way over to, I think the buried treasure's over there somewhere. And so I was digging around looking for the chests because this is kind of buried in sand. And I found the trapdoors. So I thought, you know, one's close. Let me dig down to it. And here it is. And look what I found. This is what I've been out here searching for. And I'm very, very, very excited about it because now that we have even one block of moss, we can make endless moss. Let me just give you a quick example in case you've never seen this. Let me dig out one piece of dirt, place a piece of moss, and then bone meal it. And all of this around it turns into moss. We have endless moss, we have moss carpets, and one of the other exciting things that we can do, azalea bushes, which we can turn into azalea trees, which means we can also get rooted dirt and roots. This is a resource that will give us so many more resources. I'm very, very excited to have this. And I feel like all of the treasure hunting that I've done today was worth the time. I had a couple of iron swords from all the treasure hunting that I did, and I've got all this crap in here that I've been planning on just melting down. All the metal stuff anyway. And I checked in here, and there's some glow ink sacks, which means that glow squid must have been spawning in here in some of the water and falling down this drop chute and donating their bits to us. I know that I already told you about the axolotl that fell out of here, so I know, you know, it's dark enough for things to be spawning, but I had not even considered that we might pick up some glowing sacks. And that is pretty awesome. I decided to come out and do some more mining because I've collected plenty of tough and deep slate, but I have not collected a whole lot of copper beyond what I used to build that shelter thing. And I just ran across this. And this is incredibly exciting because it's our first piece of dripstone. I know that there are entire dripstone caves planned for the next update, but right now I think all you can find is just like random bits. So we're gonna collect some dripstone and maybe start a bit of a farm for it, because this is something that we can collect, we can farm. So that would be pretty sweet. I will have to see if there's some way that I can make like an automated farm. I'm not sure about that part, but I guess time will tell. And I don't know what to do with it beyond, you know, killing mobs and making spikes and stuff. But I'm glad to have it. I'm trying to collect all of the things in the game, and I think really the last thing that we have to collect is something that we can only get from the Wandering Trader for right now, and that's drip leaf. But we'll have to see once I meet the next Wandering Trader if it's something that he's willing to trade. Ooh, we're real close to that. Hello. Don't mind me. Okay, bye. I think this place looks pretty cool, windows into the spawners, don't you? A little bit of tinted glass, and we don't have to worry about how close a torch is, one block off, uh, causing any issues with where they can spawn, because light can't get through this. I'm really happy with this. And it's giving me time to collect some zombies, get a little bit of experience, repair all my tools. The reason my pickaxe is so beat up is because I found a second amethyst geode while I was out caving. So we picked up a ton more materials from that, and now we've got that much more to build with. I'm really excited for the future build palettes. I have been standing up on this roof for 2 hours waiting for a wandering trader. And you better have what I'm looking for, motherfucker. You don't. You don't have what I'm looking for. Well, you know what this means. You are a disappointment, and you are facilitating him, and I don't appreciate that. Don't look at me like that. I'm not proud of what I've done, but it needed to happen. Now I need to wait like another 20 to 60 minutes for another wandering trader. So I'll just be here, staring at this bell, hoping for the best. Okay, I think it's been about 2 hours and another one showed up. So we're gonna hop down and check this guy out. Hey, you! Get back here. No! He still doesn't have what I need. Well, sir, I need you to be away from all of these villagers. Maybe trying to get you to spawn near a villager bell was a bad idea. Because look at all these villagers and golems that I don't want to hit. That doesn't count against me for villagers, does it? I sure hope not. You guys aren't hostile now, are you? Cool. Okay. I'll wait another 2 hours for the next one. Found another one. Ow. Fuck! Yes? No! Maybe. Maybe not. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here, you asshole. I need you. Please. Yes! Yes! Woo! All right. Whew. Okay. Sorry. I hope I didn't blow out your eardrums. I'm very, very relieved right now. I need these. And I guess since I'm here, I may as well grab those. So, there was actually one in that montage that I wasn't able to put. There was a wandering trader who came through, the previous wandering trader, actually, the most recent one. And hang on, I'm just checking to see if there's anything here that I don't have yet. I have almost everything. So I've been checking every single wandering trader that comes through and trying to see if they have any of the last 5 things I need. I need bubble coral, I need horn coral, I need mycelium, prismarine, and red sandstone. I've got everything else. Every other mini block, I have it already. So I've been checking all these guys. So this has been a useful experiment in collection. Thank you, sir. Okay, now that that's dealt with, let me put this stuff away. Yeah, I've been here for a while this time, and Jesus, you scared me. I knew they weren't hostile. I knew they weren't, but it still scares me when one of them comes at me like that. I'm gonna collect my bed, and I'm gonna go back to the base. So the previous wandering trader came by, and I had been sitting on top of that house where the bed was, and just waiting because I read on on the Minecraft wiki, I read that wandering traders will spawn within 48 blocks of a player, and they really, really like claimed villager bells. So I hung out in that village and let them go to the bell, and it was very successful. In that I got wandering traders. So I'm thinking this stuff can go in the same place as these, because it's all dripstone. And I'll put the drip leaves there. So I'll just put those there. But we also have, let me go upstairs and get some bone meal. I don't think I actually need to come up here and get bone meal. I'm pretty sure I have bones in my inventory, but whatever. Okay, well, not, they're in here. They're in this shelter box. Let's go outside. This stuff is cool, and I can't... Oh, no, do I need moss? I bet I need moss. Or do it... I don't know how this stuff works. Hello? Ah, there we go. Okay. I need bones. Yes! That is so cool. Can I climb this? I can't climb this, can I? Okay, no, but you can stand on top of them. This? Okay. So dripstone is a whole thing, and I will play with that in the future. I'm going to use it as a design element, and we could use it as a redstone element, because you can apply a redstone signal to it to keep it from falling. But we'll play with dripstone in the future. I just wanted to get it because I wanted this episode to be all about collecting all of this stuff that was introduced in 117. And I was really getting down to the wire. Yeah, there we go, big drip leaf. So we've got the small drip leaf and the big drip leaf. That was literally the last thing that we could possibly collect in this update, and I was really cutting it down to the wire. For a little bit of behind the scenes, it is currently 12:45 p.m. on Sunday, the day before this episode goes up. I have never been this close to a deadline before. Now I need to cut this last clip that we're creating right now into the episode, and I need to check over the entire episode that I've cut together, and then I need to render it, and then I need to watch the entire rendered episode to make sure that the rendering didn't screw up. And I have to work from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. tonight, and it's probably going to turn into more like 10:30 or 11 p.m., and then I'll get home, and I'll have to feed the cats and spend some time with them, and it's been... I have never been so stressed about a deadline ever before, because this is a completely self-imposed deadline. So it's always more stressful when you give yourself a deadline for something that you love, and that nobody is actually expecting anything of you, because you're the one setting the rules, and disappointing yourself is the worst thing, you know? It's a whole thing, man. This episode has stressed me out, because I'm trying to make this episode while I'm in, like, the busiest part of my life right now, because there's been this whole crisis going on at work. I haven't had a single day off in, like, 3 weeks, and I can't wait for this thing to be done at work and actually be able to spend some time relaxing in Minecraft. But for now, let me look at you. I'm going to call this episode here. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I know that this was a vast departure from all of the villager stuff we've been doing lately. But I had a lot of fun, creating that little story kind of that we did with adventuring out to the east and going down into the mine, and then collecting all of the different materials that we can collect for 117. I've had a lot of fun. I'm incredibly excited to have the game updated to 117 finally. And we didn't lose access to the replay mod or the zoom button with Optifine. And Now we've got all these new blocks that we can use in our build palette. And that is the most exciting part, honestly, is the build palette expansion. So, hopefully, next episode we can use some of those blocks and we can build some more buildings and expand the city a little more. I will talk to you soon. I gotta go to work. I'll talk to you soon, brother. I miss you.